What's up, you guys? It's Next Gen Gaming here. Back with Stranding 2. We're going for another video tonight.
So, the files say you worked with Amelie to connect everyone in the UCA to the chiral network. But that despite your best efforts, an extinction event known as the Last Stranding seemed destined to kill us all. Until Amelie found a way to put a stop to it. She single-handedly sealed off the extinction entity's beach, preventing countless BTs from invading our world, and in doing so, saved humanity. But why am I telling you this? You were there to witness it all with your own two eyes. And you, of all people, must know that humanity can never truly escape extinction. The ultimate goal of Drawbridge's mission is to overcome the Death Stranding. If we succeed, we will be fulfilling Amelie's dying wish. At least that's how I see it.
Come on. Gently.
You're okay. Come on. Careful, careful,
Come on.
careful.
Come down.
You got it?
Come on.
Thanks.
Oh, it's
This
her.
is what happens when she has nightmares, it seems.
There are those who connect with the beach during REM sleep, allowing a tremendous amount of chiralium to flow into their bodies.
Hey, is your wrist gonna be okay?
Yeah. We ran some blood and DNA tests on her. And checked her for signs of injury.
As far as we can tell from a medical perspective, her health is in perfect condition. But that doesn't make the chrysaloid shell in which we found her any less troubling. Not to mention the tar-like fluid that came pouring out of it. We're still analyzing both. And there's more.
You mean those suckers?
Indeed. But that's not what I'd call them. Much closer to a chiral rash, I would say. You know how chiral allergies can sometimes trigger goosebumps? It's like that, except a fair bit worse. The tar-like secretions can accelerate the passage of time on contact, it seems.
We suspect she has dooms too.
And that when she's levitating, she's experiencing the nightmares common amongst sufferers.
That space or realm she left behind to come here. The fellow we saw called it Nirvana, I believe. But to me, it looked like the land of the dead.
Even so, she's a living human being. And I believe that she was born in that place. After things settled down, I spoke with her for a little. Or tried to. She was still in shock, which made it harder to communicate.
Did she tell you her name?
Doesn't seem like she has one. As far as I could tell. So, I named her myself. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, huh?
Sam, it's Charlie. We've recently received a report of brigands engaging in suspicious activity to the west. And I'm sure you'd like to push on, but I don't think we can afford to ignore this. Please access the DHB...
Sam.
Dude, he talked so much.
Definitely not alone.
Okay, so we're
Here
gonna
we
start by
go.
throwing Doll Man up.
Okay, Sam, heads up.
Okay, it was a little touch and go.
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
Did you really go out and steal all that stuff from the brigands? Let me get started on processing your whole... I can't find a single scratch on any of this stuff. You truly are one of a kind. You have accomplished so much, done things only you could have done. We want you to have this data as thanks. We've increased your allocation of... And when you do... In other words... But what I'd like to know is why this tech wound up in their hands in the first place. Honestly, it's almost like those brigands knew in advance that the Tar was hiding cargo. We've got to consider the possibility that someone gave them a heads up. Food for thought on the road.
Excellent work, Sam. You'll be happy to hear that tomorrow's regained consciousness. Once you're back on board the DA...
Stop it.
Someone doesn't like shoes? She won't even touch any normal food. But at least we managed to convince her to take a shower. No, tomorrow. We don't do that.
Seems like a real handful.
She just needs some time to settle.
You must be tired, Sam. Get some rest.
Sam, be advised that we have a new assignment. I'll need to brief you on upcoming access the delivery terminal.
Sam, by linking up the various sites farther to the north, you'll eventually be able to establish a connection to Hartman's facility. In short, it's time to tackle the northern part of the continent. Start by bringing the F2 South Distribution Center into the network. Some of the staff there are former residents of Cape Fort Knot who managed to escape the city before it was swallowed up by the tar. In addition to overseeing distribution operations, They also protect the facility from would-be assailant. Unfortunately, local chiral contamination levels are extremely high, leading to disturbing reports of paranormal phenomena near the facility. The cargo you're tasked with delivering should aid staff in dealing with this issue. Accept the main order for...
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. This cargo...
Yeah, so we're just gonna bring a couple grenades, but we should be able to avoid the beats fairly easily. That does a lot of damage. Seems like if you take out one of the bigger ones, higher
Just like that, Sam.
As a player, it's interesting to see all the destruction hardpoints are creating. But honestly, I prefer fighting that ultimate beast versus like 5 of the medium beasts.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Like 3 grenades. If I do the one, the entire area clears up from BTs. So everything as it does, have a good chance of damaging commercial. There's that.
Might there be somewhere we can cross more easily?
Okay.
I'll be able to make the rest of the trip pretty easy.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Yeah, I definitely prefer fighting the big ones versus anything else.
That's the place, huh?
Security measures lifted.
Anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
The shotguns are actually pretty good.
You're with Drawbridge, I presume. Welcome. Hope it wasn't too hard to track. I'll just need a moment to check your cargo. The contents are in serviceable condition. Not bad at all. Didn't expect you to waltz in. You have been making... All right. Go ahead and...
Nice. Like we have some thick rivers up ahead. Hey, that's kind of dope.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
So we've been linked up, at last. There's also the necrobiotes you brought us as well. Feels like we finally turned a corner.
For our part, we've shared data for some custom vehicle components, as well as some... I'm sure that you need all the help you can get. Because those armed survivalists waiting for you out east are far more dangerous foes than the brigands. They're a bunch of fools who won't hesitate to kill people, with no shortage of lethal weaponry. Though I'll be damned if I know where they got it. Make sure you're prepared before you head their way. Speaking of which, those combat boots ought to add some serious power to your kicks. You might want to equip a pair if you intend on getting up close and personal. Some people have called me that. A while back, we had a situation with this group that went around looting whatever supplies they felt like. And I was the boxing champ who went up against these guys and sent them all packing with nothing but his bare fists. That's the story they tell, but it sure as hell ain't the truth. I didn't charge gallantly into battle and beat the shit out of him. I approached them in peace so we could work it out. I asked why they were stealing from other people, and they said it was because they didn't have the skills to live any other way. So I taught them other ways to survive, trained them a bit. Nothing more than that, really. In the end, all we had to do was talk to each other. They weren't like the other riffraff you find around here. And they're still here. In fact, working in this facility. If anyone around here deserves to be called a hero, it's you, Sam. I mean, you're the one trekking across Australia trying to... Anyway, if we succeed, anyone will be... Feel free to lend a hand if I were... Thanks. With your support, we'll be able to do so much more for others. Stay strong.
Sam, you're the best. Now get yourself back to the DHV Magellan and take a load off. Just so you know, tomorrow's been doing much better.
Order completed. Well done.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Raindrops are falling on my head. Oh, just a little longer, okay? Raindrops are falling on my head. And just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. You know this song? So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know. The blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Okay. all
Raindrops
done.
keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red.
That was cringy. Let's see what that quaking was.
Are you alright, Sam? That was a gatequake just now. It seems West Fort Knott was hit hard, and their Cairo printer is no longer working. I'm afraid we won't be able to continue expanding the network until it's back up and running. Pick up your next main order via the terminal at the F2 South Distribution Center.
Necrobiotes are fascinating, and they seem to have become more commonplace lately as well, ever since you and I were swallowed up by that tarfall, to be specific. This sudden increase in the population should be considered yet another example of an environmental anomaly. If we successfully extend the network across the continent and trigger a plate gate to appear, such anomalies should begin to wane.
Alright, you guys, I'm going to leave. Oh, we haven't checked on Lou in a while. Let's check on Lou before we end it off.
It's okay. It's alright.
Alright, we're gonna end the video off here. If you guys liked it, don't forget to follow so you guys can see more Death Stranding 2 content. Don't forget to join the Discord so that way you guys can see more videos that are gonna be coming up. You guys can stay up to date on them. Don't forget to check out the next video. You guys have a good night and God bless.